Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and as you can see, we're out here at West Georgia Mud Park today, and for our tow rig, we have this Cat Eye Chevy dually, and it's going to be running 39-inch tires this time. We're on the lifted towing suspension, and we have Red's longer, wider gooseneck trailer. Now, it was interesting because when I was in the garage, I originally meant to paint this thing silver, and then when I got outside, it almost ended up looking like a bit of a chrome wrap almost, but I'm not mad about it. It's definitely different, and I actually kind of like how it looks. Now, in this video, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be, of course, heading to some of the mud obstacles on West Georgia Mud Park, and we've got a monster truck, and we've also got a mud truck, and we got to go ahead and build them up, and then get them out here and load them on the trailer and head out to the obstacles to see how they perform in comparison to each other. Now, I know I haven't shown West Georgia Mud Park on the channel in a while, but with it recently making its return back to consoles, I definitely thought it was a fitting time to go ahead and bring this map back, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and pop right back into the garage and grab our first rig. Now, our first rig is going to be the F450 monster truck. Now, the only thing that we're going to change about this is the tire setup. So we're actually going to go to a dual, well, I'm going back and forth between like duals and singles. I mean, I kind of like the duals, but at the same time, I almost feel like the singles are perform better. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the singles. Just because I feel like it'll be better in the mud. However, this thing is definitely designed more around these monster truck tires, and so it's more of a monster truck than a mud truck. And we're gonna go ahead and see, once again, what that actually does for this truck once you actually take it out into some mud. Now, I think this truck looks amazing in red. I definitely think red is going to be the color of choice for me, at least. So let's go ahead and take this thing out to the truck, or out to the trailer, and we'll go ahead and get it loaded up. Now, those twin hood stacks really do put out so much, they put out a lot of sound and a lot of smoke, for sure. I also forgot how gigantic the drop hitch was on this thing. Alright, let's see if this fits properly. Oh, yeah! This actually fits on this trailer really well. It's almost like it was made for it, or at least, made with it in mind. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and leave this here because I guarantee you we'll have more than enough space for the other rig, even without this one moved all the way forward. So now let's go ahead and head back into the garage and grab the other truck that's going to be a part of this test. And let's just scroll until we get to it. And you guys already know what it's going to be. It's going to be this second-gen mud truck, which once again is designed around the concept of being a dedicated mud truck rather than being a monster truck. Now, just to go through the customization options, it's pretty, well, I should say, it's not necessarily standard, but there's really only one option you get with the engine. It's a 950 horsepower big block. You've got a, single gearbox option. You've got a single suspension option. You've got a single tire option. There's really not much that you can actually customize about this thing, but really, you don't necessarily have to because it's pretty much ready to go as is. So let's fire it up and get this thing out onto the trailer. Now, you can see one of the coolest touches about this truck is that rear-mounted radiator with the animated fans. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. All right, let's get you on the trailer. It is super loud. Oh, okay. It's super loud, though. And if you miss the trailer ramps, you will not be getting it up onto the trailer very soon. All right, let's go ahead and actually get this guy positioned right there. I'm going to stop that truck, switch to the F450. I'm going to back it up just a tad so we don't have all that weight directly over the rear axle. Stop the truck, and now we're going to swap over back to the Chevy. We're going to go ahead and get these guys packed and start it up. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is going to be quite the interesting haul. Right, I said ramps up, thank you. All right, so let's actually see if we bring the suspension up as well. Dude, because we're running the extra weight on the front end because really and truly, when you're hauling with something this big, you want the extra weight on the front bumper. You really do. God, look at that setup, though. That's such a crazy setup. I love just having a look at it. It's it's so huge. Everything about this setup is gigantic. There's nothing about this setup that isn't massive. The trucks are massive. The trailer is massive. The freaking tow rig is massive. Everything about the entire setup is huge. So let's go ahead and get out onto the road. Whoa! It torqued up so much that it pulled one of the front tires off the ground. That's how much torque this truck has, at least with the hauling tune. Jeez. Now, we're not going to take, well, now I'm debating that. Well, no, we're going to go ahead and go straight into the gate right here, and we're going to go right out to the main field where you can do all of the major testing. Now, if we went right, we could actually get to the little racetrack, but that's not necessarily the main part of this test. Let's actually put the suspension back into low mode because I feel like it may drive just a little bit better. The trailer is a little lower down than I would like it to be, but I feel like we could correct that by going to a slightly bigger tire size, but the thing with that is that we'd have to go to a higher suspension height, which I don't necessarily want to do, so it's one of those little, like, trade-offs that you end up running into when you're hauling stuff this big. Come on! I also love that this trailer is a triple axle, but you need it to support cargo this big and this heavy. I mean, when you're fully loading this trailer down, whether it's with vehicles or with standard in-game cargo, you're going to be hauling a lot of weight, and you need those 3 axles to distribute the weight evenly. God, what a setup, though. Absolutely love the entire setup we have going on here. Now, we're going to just jump straight into the testing. We're not going to, go through any other obstacles beforehand. We're literally going to park right up here, unload these trucks, and throw them directly at the jump. The jump is going to be one of the first obstacles we start off with, and, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to doing the jump, for sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull up right up here, actually. Should be a little bit better of a place to unload. Get the parking brake on, and we'll get the ramps down, and shut the engine off. All right, so let's go to we'll get them on pack first, and let's grab the second gen. What's crazy about the second gen is that it's so, dedicated to being a mud truck that this gearbox has reverse, automatic, high, and neutral. It does not have low ranges, and so it's, literally so freaking dedicated to what it's built for. It also only has 2 gears in automatic mode, and that's it. All right, into the F450 now. Backing you off the trailer. I love how these wheels are just, literally straight to the point. There's nothing over the top about these wheels. They're just steel wheels with giant tractor tires on them. That's literally it. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and actually grab the second gen first, fire it up, and I think for my first run here, I'm going to go through the mud and then hit the jump and see how much speed I can carry. And I think I'm going to do it in automatic mode. So 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Or maybe high. I'm going to go for high because it wasn't shifting up. Oh, come on. Definitely helped me to put it back into automatic mode, get back into first gear. Also, there's second gear. It rips. So that's interesting. High is actually faster than first and second, which is not normal in terms of the way people would normally set vehicles up in this game, but I think for this truck's particular purpose, for literally being a dedicated mud truck, it works really, really well. Come on, oh no! Oh, did we sink it? No! Come on! Man! I can't believe we sank it that fast! Let me give it just a little bit of a winch pull. Just see if maybe we got a little unlucky in terms of where we drove into the mud. Oh, man! I'm at not even a quarter throttle. I'm trying to be so incredibly just delicate with this thing, because if I floor it, all it does is it digs and doesn't go anywhere. But even when I'm being really delicate with the throttle, it does not want to go through that mud pit. It's not a fan of it at all. Now, I do want to try this little track over here on the right, because I feel like this truck will work really well for that. Really, really well, because the mud isn't all that deep. It's just deep enough, but not too deep. Ooh, there's also this obstacle over here on the left. Let's see how it runs through this. This will be interesting. Go! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So if you get it in terrain that it likes, it's great. And if you actually work the wheel back and forth and feather the throttle in high, I mean, in mud like that, it does awesome. Feather the throttle, work the wheel back and forth. Come on. That seems to be how it likes to be driven. I mean, it definitely works. Now, one thing that I definitely do want to do is make one more lap around. Save it. Thank you. go ahead and spin it back around. Pulling a wheel off the ground. Four-wheel drift. We're going to hit this in high and see how high it goes. Come on. Boom. Dude, it actually, like, rode out a wheelie for a while. That's actually really, really good. Holy crap. All right, we're going to go ahead and park this guy right here and shut it down. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the F450 and see how it drives in comparison. We're going to run roughly the same route and see how it goes in 3, 2, 1, go. So obviously very different gearbox setup. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it made it a little farther in high than the second gen did, but eventually it did start to kind of dig. Not very high off that initial jump, but to be honest, I wasn't really expecting it to go very high because we didn't really have all that much speed leading up to it. We were coming straight out of a mud pit. Absolutely ate that one up really, really well. Now, this mud pit over here, it absolutely ate up the second gen. Let's see what it does for this. Well, it ate it up as well, but... wow, even in first gear, this thing is not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. Oh my god, and this truck is like just a little bit bigger as well. And even then, it's just like, nope, not feeling it. Not feeling it whatsoever. Holy smokes, dude. That is wild, but it's actually making a little bit of progress. And in this thing, we do have some low-range gears, some kind of crawler gears, and that actually allowed me to get just enough grip to make my way through. Oh, can I keep it in high through that? No. Almost did, but not quite. Come on, make it out of the other side. Let's go and throw it into high, rampage it out. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and turn around down here at the other end. Oh, easy. Come on. Whoa, up on two wheels. All right, let's not get into trouble doing that. All right, let me back it up real quick. Get aligned with that mud pit. We'll get a little bit of a run up and send it. Come on. Dive into it in high, just like the second gen did. It's interesting, like, the second gen is definitely more dramatic to drive. It's like, it's really fun to drive because of how dramatic it is to drive, but like, this thing is definitely more of that, like, no drama approach, but it also works really, really well, and it's super effective. Like, look how reliably it gets through that mud pit with absolutely zero drama and nothing to worry about. Whoa. All right, let's whip it back around in high. The second gen is way more, like, friendly to drifting, though, for sure. Like, if you want to drift it or, like, do a little bit of a loop in it, you can do it a lot easier in the second gen. Oh, that was actually quite a jump. That was quite a freaking jump. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I'm digging it. All right. Now, before we wrap this test up, there is one more thing I would like to try. And let's go ahead and get back in the second gen. And there's a sort of track right out there on the outside edge that we didn't do. And so I'm going to actually go down to the end here, and I'm going to attempt that track on the other outside edge and see how this thing actually runs over there. You can run it in really either direction, so we're going to go to this end and run it. Let's... oh no! I wanted to see if I could legit, like, just floor it and whip it back around. Yeah, it didn't like that. It was not about that. It was not about that at all. And that wasn't its fault either, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a repair. All right, let's send it, throw it in high, and lay the power to it. Come on. First one, second one, third one, jumping in halfway through. Come on. Yo, it's moving out. Holy smokes, it's moving out. Wow. Oh my god. Whoa. All right. Bit of driver error on that one, and I'll totally admit that. That is not the truck's fault. Dude, this thing rips through here. Absolutely just rips through that track. Holy cow. That's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like, that's pretty freaking nuts. Quite the save right there, too. All right. Well, I did not mean to start you back up. What are you doing? All right, now it's the turn of the F450. And also, let me know in the comment section down below which one of these trucks you guys would choose to spend a day with at a mud park just like this one, whether that's in SnowRunner or in real life. All right, let's make our way all the way down to the end. Walking on two wheels. Hey, I'm getting really good at that. I'm at least getting, like, better than I was before at it. All right, let me turn you around. And send it. Gonna run this one in high as well because that's what I did with the other one. Just want to be fair about it. Yo, this thing is ripping it too. There you go. Not bad. It's definitely like a little bit more stable, but at the same time, I think I would still pick the second gen to drive because it's just that much more fun. Like, it's all over the place and crazy. Like, you gotta actually like think about what you're doing. This truck, you can kind of just point it and go, whereas like the second gen, you gotta like think about it before you send it. But with all of that being said, let me know in the comments down below which one of these trucks you guys would take home. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more and turn those notifications on. And I will see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.